What's going on, y'all? It's Dana Poe Jr. If you've been looking for the stages of semen retention that you'll go through, then you're in the right place. I'm about to reveal some easy ways to identify what stage you're in and what stage you will go to next, and some tips to help you transition through each stage. So, without knowing the possible pitfalls that may come up, I understand that the semen retention journey can be very difficult when you reach certain stages. But don't worry, because today I'm going to share with you the 6 stages of semen retention. So, stage 1, unawareness, or also known as the beginner stage. So this first stage is unawareness. Pretty much everyone who starts their semen retention journey, for the most part, starts here. Also, lots of men remain at this stage simply because they're just unaware of this information. So in this stage, you may not know what semen retention is. You don't know the benefits, and you don't know the consequences that come with not knowing. So you may even make fun of people who practice semen retention. So you experience the consequences of spilling your seed on a regular basis, but you don't even know that that's actually the source of your problem because you're completely ignorant of the facts. So some of the consequences you experience are brain fog, fatigue, possible erectile related problems. And this is not completely the fault of the man himself, because society and the media tells us that it's completely normal and healthy to constantly spill our seeds, please ourselves to adult films, and to be overly sexually stimulated, and that's normal. And even worse, this advice could come from people like your doctors. So stage 2. Stage 2 is awareness, or also known as the excitement stage. So at this stage, you've become aware of both the consequences of not retaining and the benefits of semen retention. So this stage can also be seen as the excitement stage. Your inspiration may have come from you reading about it, maybe watching a video, or even from a friend you may have heard from it, or heard about it from, and you've decided to make the decision to start your journey. So at first, it's similar to riding a bike. So you fall several times. Eventually, you get to stay up and ride the bike longer and longer until you know how to ride the bike proficiently, and you may even start doing things like tricks and wheelies and riding the bike with no hands. So you immediately start to notice these benefits, and this usually keeps you motivated and keeps you going. So stage 3 is blue balls. So this benefit, of course, comes at a price. You may experience blue balls. Blue balls is slang for a condition sometimes referred to as epitomal hypertension. Epitomal hypertension, or epitomal hypertension, is not a diagnosis per se, but rather another term used to characterize pain in the scrotum associated with prolonged sexual arousal without ejaculation. So it's going to come out of nowhere. You won't expect it, but you will definitely know when it arrives. This should pass between day 20 and about day 25. So stage 4. Stage 4 is the flatline period. The flatline period is a period while abstaining from masturbation or pornography when there is a decrease or complete loss of satisfaction or pleasure you get from normal rewarding experience. Your libido is low or non-existent. So before, when you fapped all the time, you supplied that pleasure chemical dopamine on demand. Now that that's not happening, there's a drought of dopamine being released on that same level. So you're not getting those wins you used to get from fapping all the time. So basically your real wins, like which might happen in your life, feel like nothing compared to the win you used to get. So it's going to take some time for your brain to reset so you can experience normal wins again from more productive activities. It's like withdrawal. And if you're not careful, you'll seek the drug that used to give you that stimulation. And we all know what I'm talking about. And I'm not talking about no trees. There are 4 different times the flatline is most likely to occur. The first is during the first 3 days. Your system is shocked because you've gone from saturation of dopamine to a drought. The next time is during the second week, or days 15 through 20. You are nearing the first 21-day cycle when your brain will start to permanently rewire your system. The next time is the end of the first 30 days, or month 1. And then finally between the middle of and the end of month 2. So 2 strategies for this phase are to change your environment and stay busy. If you are not in your normal place where you're triggered, then it'll be easy for you to stay on your path. Also, if you keep yourself busy, then you won't have time to indulge. So those 2 things right there are ways to help you when the flat line comes up. You'll be mentally prepared before it comes up. The key here is to be prepared before these times come up, so you already have your plan in place. So you already know, okay, I'm triggered when I first get home from work to come home and do this. So instead of coming home, I'm going to head straight to the gym. Or when I do come home, I'm going to do yoga right away. Or when I do come home, I'm going to exercise right away, or journal, or whatever it is. So you already know ahead of time what you're going to do. You're not going to try to panic and figure it out once it happens. And then also just keeping your schedule filled to the point to where you don't have time. If you're already busy, then you're not going to have all that time to do that stuff anyway. So stage 5 is new life. It becomes a lifestyle change at this point, especially on longer streaks, which last from 90 days or more. Even if you relapse at this point, it won't be too much progress lost. You may even wonder why at this point it doesn't feel like you're progressing any further. And that's because at this point you become so used to the benefits that you don't even notice that they're running in the background. Because now all the nutrients that you lost through constant masturbation or sex are now returning to you. Your mind is clearer. You have increased motivation. You are more focused and creative, as well as you have an increase in your overall energy levels. So this is especially true when you experience your first long streak. So you will also notice that you'll be getting attraction signals from the opposite sex more than normal, or from women more than normal. You're reverting back to your normal self. The more you practice, the more you thirst for the knowledge on the subject. The more you practice, the more your thirst for knowledge on the subject will increase. You'll start to listen to more audios, more videos, explore different texts on the subject. Your brain patterns will start to recover, and you will uncover more and more benefits. And then something interesting will happen after a while. Because of the benefits you're now experiencing, you won't want them to stop. This will make you more selective in how you use your energy. But there's a dark side to that. On the flip side of that, it could send you into a deep depression if you do spill your energy due to a relapse and don't know how not to feel bad about it. But you'll snap out of it soon enough, though, just knowing that the very fact you feel bad is a sign of progress. And then stage 6, or the final stage, is pretty much settling into your new lifestyle. At this point, you will be settling into your new lifestyle, and you should be much more in control of your life in general, your whole life. So much so that you may actually now want to seek a mate to bring into your life. And then like I said before, in order to prevent relapse at any point in your journey is to be mentally prepared beforehand, knowing that it's coming. You will be more mature at this stage and ready to take on the world with a newfound confidence that you are now in control. So if you're interested in discovering more about semen retention and NoFap, then be sure to check out this book that I'm reading on semen retention in the description. Also, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos that help you with semen retention and NoFap and more. And then check out this playlist of my top 10 videos of semen retention and NoFap, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.